I'm Andesi, and this is Farm Sim 22, Episode 7. Well, today we bought a new field, the one across from the old property, right down the road, and there it is in front of us. I harvested the crop that was on it, and I'm getting ready to plow it and get it all set up to take and be planted with the soybeans at the same time. That way there we can harvest them at the same time. So, without further ado, I guess let's get to it. So right now I'm liming the first field. We'll call it field 1. The other one field 2. And while this is going, I already kind of hit the edges of it. So the AI has a bigger border to turn around with, so I don't drive off into the pond, which he's done before. Just about like that. Yeah. Oh no, he's going to do it anyway. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he didn't get stuck though. That's a good thing. Okay. Got my coffee. Got up a little early this morning. So I've been riding around a little bit off camera here. You know, doing some off camera stuff that nobody really likes to watch. Which is nothing really, just harvesting. We've got a lot of wheat off of that field that's in front of us, stored in that grain silo over there, which is also the train station. Best prices to sell it are in December, so we're going to wait till December to sell it. We'll load it onto the train and send it over, and hopefully, we'll make a good chunk of change with it. What else is there? Oh yeah, of course, the wheat has straw because they've got the mod installed that when you harvest certain crops, they drop the straw. Oh well, and obviously back to the baler here, but the next crop we're probably going to put soybean back on it, along to take and match the other crop, for the crop type and sell times are the same. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave wheat. We'll see. We're going to see what kind of money the wheat brings, and if it brings decent money in December, we'll keep replanting wheat. But this time around, we're going to plant. Yeah, we're going to plant wheat again. I'll go ahead and replant it with wheat, just to take and maintain a variety and a different sell times or different times to do things. Yeah. But it is our second field, and it's just as big, if not bigger than the first one. Of course, the first one we had to make ourselves. Yeah. It's not bad. It came out better than I thought it was going to. It still has a little bit of quirks with being lined up with the grid, but I need to straighten it out. Haven't decided when or where or how I'm going to do that yet. If I'm going to do it anytime soon, I don't know. We shall see. But this is the Zelanka DLC, the new map, new mod, new DLC. And that road that separates the two properties here cannot be removed, so I can't connect the two fields together, which is something that I like to do. Buy a couple pieces of property that are close to each other, and then put two smaller fields together and make one ginormous one, which gives you, if you can cut that out, there's another probably 5 or 6 passes of grain or whatever crop you planted over there, maybe 7 or 8 even. So with that being done and not being able to take and connect the fields, it kind of takes a little bit away from the game, or maybe a lot. I mean, the ability to connect fields together was one of the things I enjoyed doing, like to do, for that particular reason. Having that taken away from us, well, that's a very big disappointment. Yeah, well, but we'll deal with it and play along with it and see how it goes. Still annoying. Very annoying. To have a feature, that was working taken away from you. Well, I guess that's how they push new games. Make the old one, in the next update, make the old one impossible to play and hard to play. And oh, by the way, we've got a new one here. Go buy it. Not trying to knock them. They got to make their money somehow to keep the studio open. But see, it seems like the studios, the games are getting more and they're getting greedier and greedier these days. They push as much DLC to take and make a lot of money for sometimes almost nothing. Uh, this DLC, I haven't actually gotten into anything but the carrots, and that was an insane job. It took insane amounts of time and was extremely hard. And if you're just trying to play and relax, doing a single job on a contract for somebody else's farm other than your own for 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, is just 8 to 10 hours real time. It's just not something that I don't think people, myself, even want to do when they're playing a game. They want to take and make money and work on their own property. And that's definitely what I want to do. I don't want to, making a little extra money, you know, uh, investing 10 hours of your real time into a contract for $35,000 is in game is horrible. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. I guess I'll quit talking about it. I talked about it a couple times and just hoping maybe it'll help people understand. And the mod is, it's still worth buying it to support them, I suppose. And maybe some people want to do the 10-hour grind on on a single job. I'm just not that deep into farm for that particular kind of a grind for a single job for pennies on the dollar. Compared to what you can make, in your own farm in the same 10 hours. In the same 10 hours, I can harvest both of these fields, plow them, fertilize them, lime them, replant them twice over, maybe 3 times over, and make 150 to 200,000 bucks in game. Let's see, the first field makes an average of, I want to say 50,000, right around 50,000 each time I harvest it. 44 to 50, just depending on price fluctuations and whatnot. And this one here is bigger, so I'm going to say it's going to make about the same amount. So say if I spent 2 hours here, harvesting and selling, another 2 hours, replanting and everything else and whatnot. So there's 4 hours of gameplay into it for approximately 200,000 bucks. Very possibly by the time you harvest it a second time. So maybe 5 hours for a couple hundred grand. I don't know. Maybe it's just the idea of working on your own property that that makes it seem faster. Because it does seem faster, much faster. But maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just a grouchy guy who didn't get enough sleep last night. Who knows, right? I apologize for that. I don't mean to be negative. This is supposed to be fun and entertaining. And the game's fun. It's entertaining. So I suppose with that said, let's talk more positive about this game, this field. I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, I looked at the other properties around us here, like the white field over there, which is cotton, I believe, and then the field on the other side. They have a smaller road, so I'm thinking maybe we'll be able to buy those two and then merge those two fields together in the future and make one massive one. I mean, we'll have to take and test the theory, to see if the smaller roads can be removed for, crop consolidation. If not, we're going to wind up selling the properties we have in lieu of buying the bigger field, which I'll show you here, is right there, 55. I mean, that's a pretty good sized field too. Both of those side by side wouldn't be bad. And then having some sort of farm set up where those trees are. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, so work on buying the fields here in the middle and then um, setting up a farm in 95 maybe? Yeah, that's kind of a decent concept. It's right across from the grain mill there and the train station. Yeah, let's look at doing that. That'll be our future goals. Another future goal is to upgrade this medium tractor. Either upgrade the engine or upgrade to a better tractor, a better vehicle. Something with some more power. I mean, it's done its job. It's done me well. But it does struggle a little bit pulling the baler when it comes to going over the curb to get on and off the highway there when I'm turning around, which is kind of a big thing for doing what I'm doing right now. So something with a little more power, maybe a little taller, will do us a little more justice. We'll we'll see as time goes. Maybe once we sell this crop, we will look into that. I mean, there is also other things in the shop that I was looking at earlier today. Uh, this is what, 56% off? I don't know if it'll be around, but it's a speed tiller made by Case, and it looks like it's 2 or 3 times the size of my plow. Let's see, it says it's got a width of 12.5 meters. The current one we have is, let me take a look and see what our current one is. I'll go back in there to the garage. And our plow, would it be under trailers? No, plows. Yeah, the width on our current plow is 4.9, so yeah, it's easily 4 times the size of our current plow. So that might be an option as well. Be able to take and plow these fields a little faster and make money a little faster, or at least spend less time doing some of the mundane tasks. That feels mundane sometimes. This time I'm just going to try and drive out into the road. That actually worked pretty good. Still slowed down when going back into the field. Of course, could always pick up the head on it, and then it'll take and drive a little better going over the curb. At the same time, it slows you down in one way or another, picking up the head or stopping to take and reset it before you start picking up the straw again. So it takes the same time either way. Out in the fields, it don't seem to have the problem turning around at all. Just start going onto the highway, which don't make a lot of sense other than the curb. Little tiny curb stopping a nice big tractor. Of course, when stuff like that happens too, it kind of is annoying and irritating. Or the trailer just decides to, act like it's got a steering wheel of its own and turn on its own. My response times are slow today. That'd be about right. More coffee's needed. That'd be something cool. Plant some coffee beans, grow some coffee. Just avoid the highway altogether. Look at that. It's a nice little turnaround there. extremely hot over the last few days. Painstakingly so. Almost done with this field. Not too much left in it. Still have to take and grab the baler. Come over here and scoop these bales up, not the bale hauler. Bale carrier, I guess. Get as much of this as I can. Oops. Oh, maybe. Turn around and grab those other two. What's left of those other two rows. And I'll grab the bale haul, the bale trailer. You know, the straw sells best at the same time as the wheat does, which is in December. Both of them sell very well in December. That's their highest price. We'll stockpile the bales till December as well. And then we'll get on to plowing this field and to replanting it. Opportunity. Oh, I did put in a silo, a buying station for lime seed and fertilizer, liquid fertilizers. Or lime, yeah, okay, so, and not liquid fertilizer. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's dry. Supposed to have to buy our fertilizer. So we can buy our lime and seed there though, so that'll save us a little bit of time. We'll put another silo next to it in the near future that does liquid, that sells liquids too. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. A little sidetracked. Upgrading the engine on this is, if we're gonna keep it, is definitely gonna be a big deal. Maybe more than a big deal. Maybe we need to take and actually buy a bigger tractor. This gets pushed around by the trailer. This trailer is pretty good. Which this trailer's a lot bigger than this tractor, isn't it? Well, Maybe we'll look at that. Of course, if I wouldn't be trying to drive around at 600 miles an hour, probably do better too. You know, something that would be nice is those little irrigation canals and things that are in like that there. If there was actually running water in them. Is there running water in there? It does show running water in it, doesn't it? I'll be darned. You just have to be really, really close to see it. Really close. And you can see it. In some places better than others. Interesting. Never noticed it before. I really paid that close attention. See, from the tractor you really can't see it. I guess you kind of can if you're looking for it. Yeah. Cool. You know, there's other balers or bale trailers out there that you can just, you know, as mods, you just drive up on the bale and it just magically snaps it onto the trailer. But I kind of like this one here. I like the animation. It's more realistic. I try to do things that are more realistic. I'll do some mods here and there. I mean, most of the time I try to be as realistic as I can. I mean, 6 or 7 John Deere signs on a property as a subsidy was kind of a necessity, just simply because I wasn't making any progress on the loans, and it was really enough the time just to take and have everything you made go toward paying interest on your loans every month. So it was taking very, very long time. So I sped it up a little bit by adding the subsidy signs, which, I mean, they were already here. I just placed a few of them down. Enough to pay the bills and actually gives me a little bit extra every month. Every month that passes, I think it gives me, I want to say 2,000, which isn't a lot, but it's enough. I was planning on taking them down in the future, maybe the extra ones down, and replacing them with like windmills, the water windmill. It's more realistic than having a bunch of subsidy signs. I mean, having one on each corner of the property over there is probably not bad. Like one by the driveways on each side. 2 different roads, 2 different signs, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, they really don't pay a lot every month, and it took them a few months, actually a couple of years before they actually caught up. Oh, we're full. Look at that. Okay, we'll just drive along and push that bale. Kind of pull it with us, just to get it off of off the land there, off the field. And we'll just leave the rest of this on this trailer until December when we go to sell it. do think if we're going to have two fields though, that we do need to get another tractor. I'd like to upgrade these ones first, but we'll see. Little tiny strips. Let's go correct some of these little errors. And we'll try to maximize our yield. Maximize yields, maximize money. Right? Turning around with it running. At least not, well not. Wrong side. Imagine that. Guess you don't have to imagine that because I just did it. There's a ditch on the other end of this. Look at that. Okay. Need to take and plow a swath or two down there first before I turn the AI loose, and we'll wind up stuck in the ditch. Kind of stupid like that, right? I can make it down to the other end in reverse. Yeah, almost all the way, and then it just wants to take and steer all over the dadgum place just to take and see. Peace off. Christine is trying to annoy me today. I think it's more along the lines, I'm tired, no coffee. I'm sure y'all's had them days where you just didn't get enough sleep. Christmas. Things seem like nothing's gonna go right. Look at this crap. Holy moly. Holy moly, moly, moly. Wow. It's one mess up after another. Okay, I guess maybe I shouldn't be talking about AI. Maybe the AI is messing with me. Talk bad about us, huh? Let me give that a shot. Interesting. Wasn't what I was expecting it to do at all. Hmm. See if it follows the line here. Absolutely not. This field is... Holy cow. Yeah. Oh, crap. quite what I expected it to do. Well, the first pass on this side anyway. looking to see what those were, pesticide, herbicide. See if we can find the fertilizer here. I don't know if we might have left it right around here. I think it's powder. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. We still have some at the store though. We'll just fill it up before we start to spray this. A lot of liquid fertilizer apparently. That was unfortunate. There we go. There it is. I'll try and use all this stuff up here before I start using the other one for seed. We've got a lot of seed here. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that silo or not. unnecessary. Waste a bunch of fertilizer, you know. That's all right. We got plenty. We're good to go. At this point, we're good to go. We don't have to worry about pennies anymore. I mean, we do, but we don't. As long as we're not, completely insanely frugal, we're all right. Even with the AI running into its thing. Yeah, maybe they'll do stuff like that, but actually, wow, that's cool. That's good. It's good. I wonder why the AI stopped on the other side like that. I mean, the sign up there? Whatever the case may be, it did. That's just odd. Okay. Now who's doing the crazy stuff, right? I'll wait for him to finish plowing that pad there. I'll go pick up the rest of the fertilizer that's over there by the store. Make more efficient use of our time, I suppose. I think I'm just going to continue to plant soybeans on both fields. Oh, why'd that one? Might have hit that time. Why? Oh, why? I'm going to drive over here and take another look at this over here. This property over here. Might wind up just selling this after this harvest. Both of these plots and moving the entire operation over here. And start by setting this up somewhat with more money in our pockets. Let's take a look at this map again here. Not very level, is it? Let's drive around a little bit, see if we can find some level property. It looks pretty level over there. Doesn't mean it is. Guess I could have done this while I was down there. I'm not sure. I think this would be a starting location for like an easy start or something. Or we could buy this, and that has a nice field there. Or buy this over here. And I was actually thinking about buying this over here earlier. Can I buy that property there with the buildings on it? We cannot. Oh, this one we can buy. It's 90. It's kind of a long ways away from anything, though. It has something on it. Let's go take a look. That's a big piece of property. It's expensive. I wonder why it's so expensive. 214,000? see after we sell our crops. See if we can scrape up enough money to buy this property here and move. I like it because it's already got the silos and a farmhouse and everything else on it. And it's not that far from where we are now. Still close to some amenities. The highway there on the other side, or even the train station, I believe. Somewhere close to it. So what I'll do is I'll continue the mission to plant these here with soybeans. And then once the soybean crop comes in and we sell, we'll hang on to the money from this field as well when we sell it in December from the wheat. And then next year after we sell the soybean crop, we will look at moving our property. Yeah, it looks like a good plan. Good plan. A gooder plan. Yeah, this AI this time is doing very well. Kind of surprised me that it actually crossed its own field there to continue to go to plow on either side of it. I'm gonna mess him all up now. That was hard work. Now what I figured I'd do is um, get this little spot over here, finish plowing this out, and then I'll take and use the smaller tractor and hook it up to the lime trailer and have the AI start on the liming of this field. While this one finishes plowing it. It almost seems like a waste to take and move over there, but we'll see. See how much money we can come up with after we sell these crops. See if it's worth our time to take and do it right away, or wait maybe another season. Only time can tell. Right now I think that's the plan, is to move over to that other field, that other piece of property, as soon as we can afford to do so. Maybe pay off some of this debt before we move. We'll see. Usually wouldn't turn sharp enough to dodge that tree, would it? Nope, not today. There's not much left of this field left to plow anyhow. And it's almost done. Switch back over to this guy. I don't know how this one's going to do with the lime trailer. It might do good. Now let's move up a little farther away from that. Give ourselves a little more room for picking this up later. Hopefully I won't hit that and knock it into the ditch. I really do not know how this tractor is going to do with this lime trailer. It's pretty heavy and it's full. And it's full. We'll see. We'll see. Can't do any worse than it's already doing, right? Right. Let's just turn around. Do it the lazy way, because let's do it the tired way. Of course. It's like, nope, we're not going to do it that way. Get us closer. And we do already have the lime station set up there. And I think we can leave it there. It brings the property value up. Having buildings on it, I believe, when you go to sell it. How much it brings it up? That's the question. I do not know. If it brings it up at all. We will see. I guess be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll help me out, I think, with exposure on the YouTube, with the YouTube algorithm. Give me some more viewers, maybe. Maybe have some more people give us some suggestions in the chats. Leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me if you'd like to check and see me move over to that other plot. Yeah. For now, I'm Andesi, and this is Andesi Gaming. And let's call it an episode, shall we?